I'm Darina Allen and welcome to the Ballymaloe Cookery School. This is the third year of the Kerrygold Ballymaloe Literary Festival, and the whole idea was Ireland is famous for its poets and its writers and so on, and when we decided we were going to have a literary festival in Ballymaloe, well, we thought it obviously should be connected to food and drink and indeed to the soil in some way or other.
Our backs into the sky.
Thousands of food enthusiasts, chefs, bloggers, wine experts and families all gathered in beautiful East Cork for the Ballymaloe Literary Festival this month. It's the only festival of its kind in Ireland and a great place for foodies worldwide to meet and share ideas with each other. We decided to pop down to Ballymaloe to chat to a few of the top chefs about their visit to Cork and their cookery tip for everyone at home this summer. There were visitors of all ages visiting Ballymaloe. While parents enjoyed tasting different foods, little kids were able to get their faces painted and learn more about gardening. Many food enthusiasts have learned their culinary trade in Ballymaloe Cookery School, hoping at the end of their course they will be professional chefs. For example, Kerrygold ambassador Sophie Morris.
This is actually a real French method of doing fish cakes. So great. So my butter is melted nicely there. I'm going to add 30 grams of flour so that the flour cooks off. I actually trained in Ballymaloe in 2008, and that's where I fell in love with the idea of having my own food business. The whole place is just so inspiring, and you get really caught up in the magic of food and Irish food. So after Ballymaloe, I decided to set up my own food business called Cookie Dough in 2009, which I grew from farmers markets with my business partner into an export business where we were exporting to UK, Germany, the United Arab Emirates, and just recently sold the business at the end of last year. So now I'm doing lots more work with Kerrygold as their brand ambassador. I'm really excited about seeing some of the incredible speakers that the weekend has lined up. One in particular is Alice Waters, who I've followed for years and years. She's an incredible inspirational chef from America, and she's speaking at this event, which is really special.
Like Sophie, many chefs travel to the literary festival to meet some of their culinary idols. One of the main attractions at Ballymaloe was Michelin-starred Copenhagen chef Christian Puglisi. Many visitors asked Puglisi simple cookery questions and advice on how they could improve their cooking. But why did Christian travel to Ballymaloe for this year's literary festival?
So this is my first time in Ireland, and they say I brought the weather with me. So I don't know where I come from. Denmark is not the nicest weather, but I think it's very similar to Ireland. I'm very happy to be here. It is a beautiful landscape to drive to Ballymaloe from the airport, at least. I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more. I had a chance to go around a little bit in the gardens and see some of the produce we use for the demo. It's a bit special because it brings chefs and producers and so out to a farm area where it's a conference halls somewhere. This is a bit more where we need to be, a little bit more in contact with agriculture, which I think is making it very interesting. And there's many people here that I'm very much looking forward to meet them.
Not every chef has had the privilege of learning their culinary skills in Ballymaloe. Jack Munro from the blog A Girl Called Jack attracted a lot of visitors to her talk as she told us about her life.
I was unemployed for a couple of years, a few years ago, and started writing my blog about how to feed myself and my son cheaply with the little money that we had. I found that I had to be very creative, very inventive, completely stopped following recipes and instead just put together things that I could afford to buy on the budget that I had. I've been writing my blog for a few months when I was offered a recipe book deal from Penguin, and at the time my first instinct was, I can't do that. You know, I've got a lot of cookbooks from people I admire. I think they're really clever and really well put together, and I thought, I can't do that, I can't possibly do that, that looks really hard. And I was looking for a job at the time, and it dawned on me that actually to take a set amount of money to do a year's work was actually a job. So I set about it like I would any other piece of paid employment, and tasked myself working hours, and would get up and dress smartly and go and sit at a desk and write my cookbook.
Overall, Ballymaloe Literary Festival was again another huge success.
We went to see April Bloomfield this morning. Cookery demonstration was awesome, and then tasting after. Delicious.
And it's really nice to have something on locally, you know what I mean? You know, and like it's great during the day for like families and young kids and everything. And
I suppose I'm looking forward to new ideas and wherever they come from, you know. So we've been just meandering around the place and just enjoying ourselves.
For foodies, wine experts and anyone that wants to enjoy a family day out, East Cork is the place to be. More importantly, we couldn't leave Ballymaloe without some cooking tips for the summer.
Gather a load of people together, everyone bring one thing and have a sort of a bring and share barbecue. It's one of the things my mum used to do a lot when I was a kid, and partly to disguise the fact there might not have been anything in the cupboard, and 20 people turn up and one's got a coleslaw and one's got a salad and one's got a bag of rolls, and you get to keep all the leftovers.
Cook with your kids, to cook with the children, because I think it's always, for kids it's always fun to play with food, and when it's summer and you're able to be outside and you can sort of make it even more playful, you can be more messy.
To buy really fresh, good local ingredients, keep it in the community, cook whatever is in season, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, buy Irish meat, find eggs from a local farmer, cook it simply and you won't go wrong. It'll be a summer to remember.
Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so